Hey guys, and welcome back to this follow-up video to my previous video I made about the clickable signs. There are two reasons why I'm doing this follow-up video. The first one being a lot of people actually wrongly assume that I've not clicked the sign because there was no animation for the right clicking. So I'm going to present you or demonstrate you that once more. I'm going to click right now. You might have heard it. I'm not sure if my microphone picked that up, but as you could see, this one got updated. Previously it was a 0 because there was no one in game 1. Now it's me, of course. And I also got this "you joined game 1" tell raw text displayed in my chat. So I actually clicked the sign, but there's no animation. Sarge was also one person who wrongly assumed that because he expected an animation and he already fixed that for the next snapshot. So that's the first reason. The second reason is a lot of people actually requested an explanation, so I'm going to do that right now. We have this fill clock triggering all these 6 command blocks on the bottom 20 times a second. The first one being we're going to set the score for the player with a game_1_current in the game 1 objective to 0. And this will basically keep track of how many people are in game 1. The next one will display this "you joined game 1" text to all players who clicked the sign, because the click event will set the score for that player who clicked the sign to 1 in the game objective. And afterwards we're gonna execute at any player who clicked the sign this scoreboard players add command, and we're gonna add 1 score for every player who clicked the sign to the player who has a name of game_1_current in the game 1 objective to keep track of how many players are in game 1. We're going to do that as well as for any player who has a score of exactly 11, because this one will set the score for any player who has a score of 1 to 11 in order to prevent this tell raw text, which will be displayed to any player who has a score of 1, to prevent this to be displayed more than once. And the last one will be this block data command, which will update our sign 20 times a second. The first row will display game 1 with the color of blue. The second one will have this green join text with the click event, which will run a command of scoreboard player set at p game 1. And this at p, it's important to note that this does not target the closest player to the sign, but the closest player, I think, to whoever clicked the sign, which will of course always be the person who actually clicked the sign. So there should not be any interference with other people. The third row is empty, and the last one will display a score for the player with the name of game_1_current for the objective game 1. This will basically show the current player count that is in game 1, and we have some extra /10 text to display how many people can actually join game 1. And that's already all there is to explain. I hope that clarified that I actually clicked the sign, as well as help those people who actually want to use that for their own creations in order to do that. But that's it for today's video. Feel free to leave suggestions, comments and ideas in the comment section below. I wish you all a wonderful day, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.